Hey everyone, it's me Matthew. Welcome back to the Ministry Update. It's a big update today, and it seems just like yesterday we were getting on a plane and heading to Okinawa. Nerves, excitement, uncertainty were all ahead of us. We had a plan, but without all the details. We'd spend 4 years in Okinawa, come back to the States for a year, and then go to a new country. But it turns out we've been here in Okinawa for the last 8 years. And we wouldn't trade the time we've had here for anything. We've grown as individuals, a couple, and a family. It's difficult to sum up our feelings of life here in Okinawa, besides that it feels like home. It's the longest place either of us have ever lived, and we've built our lives and our family here. It's the only home our girls have ever known, which is why it makes this video bittersweet. This coming June, we will be stepping out of full-time ministry, leaving Cadence, and coming back to the States. It wasn't an easy or light decision, but we are confident it is the best and healthiest one for our family. There are a handful of reasons that led us to this decision. We've decided to share with you 2 of the bigger ones. But before we get to those, I thought it would be a wise decision to talk about what the next couple of months look like for the Annany family. We're going to finish out strong here in Okinawa with the ending of Awana, with our chapel communities, and one last VBS. Then we'll be moving in mid-June to Maryland, the western part of Maryland. And as we transition from living internationally and gaining our footing, my parents have graciously accepted us into their home to spend some well-needed quality time with us and with their grandkids. There's something that missionaries get to take, and that is known as home assignment. It's very similar to a sabbatical. It's a time of rest for missionaries who have been on the field for a long time. And since we haven't taken one of these in the past 8 years, we will be taking a 3-month terminal home assignment. What this all means is that even though our time here in Okinawa has come to an end, we ask that you prayerfully continue to support us until the end of our 3-month home assignment, which will be around September. We are so thankful for the time we've had here in Okinawa and for you all believing in us and believing in God's power to work through us. So many lives have been changed because of it, and we can't thank you enough for being a part of it. I can only imagine heaven being a little more full because of it. We'd also ask that you pray for us as we're moving internationally, and you probably have guessed that it might be a little stressful. So I ask that you pray that our communication between us all, between the family, is good. And clear and concise, and we're able to communicate and not have too many conflicts because of it. Now on to the 2 bigger reasons why we've made this decision. Now before I begin, I'm gonna get emotional, so I've written down what I wanted to say. As the girls have gotten older, I've had this strong desire to be close to family and friends. As a military kid, I shouldn't say never, but it was very rare that I got to see my extended family, and I didn't really have a relationship with them growing up. And I want the girls to have a different experience. The ache to be close to family and friends has just grown since the girls have gotten older. It's often said it's harder to be the one who stays versus the one who leaves. In the last 8 years, we felt the depth of this sentiment. We have said countless goodbyes, sending a piece of our hearts with each one of them. 2020 being the hardest goodbye we've endured yet. Not just because of the extra stress we were feeling from living in a global pandemic, but because we had to say goodbye to some teammates. When living in a military community, it's very rare to live life together for more than 2 years, making it an incredible gift that we were given 5 years with our team members. No matter what we experienced, we had them to lean on, to celebrate with, and to grow together. Having them leave changed the way we knew and experienced the island.
This move was especially hard for me because I was working through postpartum depression with Felicity, and I was trying to navigate the pandemic, and then we said goodbye to some of the longest relationships that I have ever had. All of these things out of my control, and there's no sugarcoating it. It was difficult. This goodbye took me by surprise when some unhealed childhood wounds resurfaced, and thankfully through therapy I was able to recognize the unhealed wounds and then also recognize the cause being a deep-rooted fear of abandonment. With every goodbye that we say, the fear gets triggered. And I know that moving is a part of military life, but until I heal some of these wounds, that small voice is going to whisper, "It's because of you. Everyone is leaving because of you." So thankfully, this is something that I can heal from and have been working on healing. However, we've decided as a family that my healing can't take place in a transient environment where saying goodbye is so frequent. So if we're leaving full-time ministry, what's next for the enemies? I'm glad that you asked. For the last year, I have been working remotely as the social media coordinator for Moxie Life, a planner and goal-setting company, and this has been one of the sweetest gifts to come out of the last few years for me. I truly love the work that I'm doing right now, and I will continue working for them when we go back to the States. And I'm also working towards a life coaching certification centered on mindset, and this certification will help me better serve the private goal and life coaching group called Moxie Life that we have through my job. And my boss, Sierra, is the one who leads it, so it's awesome. But Matthew's plans are not as solidified yet. He may stay home with the girls, or he may jump into a trade. Only time will tell.
In all transparency, we are taking a calculated risk with this move. We are choosing uncertainty yet again, but it's how we've chosen to live our lives. We are putting our trust in God yet again to take care of us, and I know He will, just as He's done before. And we wanted to say thank you for your years of support and following along in our journey. We will be forever grateful for you, forever grateful. And words, they're not sufficient enough to express our gratitude. Finally, we want to see you all. It's been 8 years. It's been a long time, and we miss you. And we want to hang out, connect, chill, go play mini golf, go for a walk, play board games, whatever it is. We want to see you. So if that's something that you'd like to do, please reach out to us so we can set up a time, set up a date for us to do that. And until next time, we love you and we miss you, and we'll see you